Alright guys, this one's going to be Do Night View today. This one's going to be Do Night View for the Walking Dead universe, and another video for the Walking Dead Daryl Dixon. This one we're going to be talking about a brand new behind the scenes teaser that they released yesterday on the official Walking Dead YouTube channel, and pretty much all their other social medias as well too. We're getting close to the release of Daryl Dixon, so they're really amping this one up, you know what I mean, and a lot of the advertising and a lot of the stuff. We got a poster a few days ago, we had another Behind the Dead video, we had more information, more filming news, all that stuff, and now a behind the scenes video that I found to be pretty interesting. This is mostly London focused, but there were a few new clips that I did find interesting. You kind of had them meeting Julian for the first time, you know what I mean? He had the actor for Julian saying, "If I'm excited, you should be excited." And I'm sitting there, I'm like, I'm interested, you know what I mean? I'm interested in the third season. I love Daryl, I love Carol, so obviously I'm interested. It ain't as exciting for me right now as Dexter Resurrection that just gave us a freaking amazing episode, but you know, it is what it is. Check out that review, a little quick plug, Dexter Resurrection, fire. But anyway, you know, like I said, I'm interested. It just, you know, again, I'm burned out on these spinoffs, you know what I mean? I've said it many times before. I want us to get to a bit more of a, you know, meaningful point. To be honest, a meaningful story with a point to it, you know what I mean? But you know, I get the Julian actors trying to hype it up. I get it. I'm sure his character will be great. Although, you know, obviously you all know my prediction. I think he's dead as hell in the first episode. I don't think he makes it out of that boat crash. I mean, I think the trailers made it obvious enough that you don't see Julian in Spain, you know what I mean? Like, I think that's kind of what makes it pretty clear, if you ask me. But anyway, that's that. Now, there's a few clips. There's Daryl with, like, a gun and stuff like that. A few action scenes. There's a few Spain scenes they throw in there near the end. But for the most part, it's, like, the London stuff. You know what I mean? You kind of see them moving their way through. I will say, I really dig the, like, the dark, gritty, you know, London look that they've got going on. Which, you know, it's kind of impressive is that apparently they never even filmed in London, which I don't know if anybody didn't know that, but yeah, they didn't even film in London. They filmed outside of Spain. I forget specifically where, but that's all sets. That's all sets right there. And they intentionally got telephone booths to look like it's in London when it's really in Spain. That's why when you see like Daryl and Carol moving in this teaser and you see like the London background, that's all green screen, or I guess blue screen or whatever, you know what I mean? So that's all like stuff for the show. So it's impressive because honestly, nothing looks off at all. Like, it looks high budget and like they're really in there, you know what I mean? And in reality, they're not, you know what I mean? So it's very impressive the way they made it look, I will admit. And already with the first few minutes of the episode that did release, it's a very nice looking set, you know what I mean? It's believable that it's London, but see, they can get away with it because Julian says that he's the only guy in England, so they're not going to search England, they're just going to get the hell out of there, you know what I mean? So they're cutting corners budget-wise on purpose. I think even story-wise, that's why they made that the case, you know? Which is fine. I mean, you know, AMC gives them a horrible budget these days, so I get it. But they did a good job with their creativity because it looks like London. It does. It genuinely looks like they filmed there when in reality they did not. So it's pretty crazy. And I'm very impressed with it, I will say. But yeah, Julian's dead as hell. You can just tell by watching stuff like this. Like, Julian is not anywhere in the Spain stuff. He's only in the London stuff and the boat stuff. You can figure that one out, you know what I mean? So yeah, to me it's obvious. He's going to be dead in the first episode. He'll be a one episode character, you know what I'm saying? Which that's fine. He'll be kind of like our almost like our bus ride there, you know what I mean? Or I guess boat ride in this case, you know? But yeah, the behind the scenes look good. The sets look good. The overall look is good. You know, you had Greg talking about it. You had Norman talking about it. You had Melissa that kind of described it as like a kind of them starting over again, which I kind of agree with that because season 1 and 2 was kind of like one thing, and then season 3 and 4 is going to be another thing, you know, because obviously season 1 was in France, and same with season 2, minus a little bit of US stuff with Carol. It was pretty much all of, you know, France, those 2 seasons, and then obviously at the end of season 2, getting into season 3, they go to London, and then obviously moves us into Spain. London is kind of our transition period. That's kind of what I view that as, you know what I mean? The season 2 finale and the season 3 premiere is our middle transition period of the middle point of the show, you know what I mean? And now we're going into the back half of the Daryl show now, you know what I'm saying? It almost does, in a weird way, feel like 2 big seasons, you know? Where it's like, you know, you get 12 episodes, or like, I guess more so like 11 episodes in France, and then you get like 2 episode break, and then you get like the rest in Spain. You know what I mean? That's kind of the vibe that this show gives off, is like, it's like 2 big seasons with like a little middle chunk in between to tie it up, real nicely. That's kind of how I would look at it, So yeah, I mean, that's kind of the vibe there. If anybody's expecting London to be more than 1 episode, I would make sure to set your expectations. Well, you guys know my theory. I actually kind of wish we stuck in London, honestly. I actually kind of wish that London was our spot for season 3 and season 4, but obviously we're going to Spain instead, which is cool. Yeah, no, very interested in seeing how they do this. I will say, though, when I look at the behind the scenes of this video and I see the sets and I'm like, that wasn't even filmed in London, I'm like, that's impressive because it looks like London. So kudos to the crew, kudos to them to making it look as real as possible. Yeah, genuinely good job, really good job. So anyway, if you're new to the channel, guys, and you enjoy videos like this, guys, make sure to click the subscribe button so you don't miss any of the videos. Make sure to follow me on Dan's Reviews Official on Instagram, guys, and of course, I'll see you guys really soon for more videos of the Walking Dead universe. Enjoy the rest of your day, guys, and peace out.
Born in the dark alleys, city of concrete. Dan's reviews blowing up, never taste defeat. Walking Dead dissected, every plot twist beat. World gone mad, TV junkies hit a treat. Typing up scripts, marathon through the night. His opinions hit harder than a street fight scene. Every episode, brain sharper than a knife. He's the beacon of critique, shedding TV light.